The video I was shooting the other day with the random comments on various services, maintenance, and repairs and mods I've done to this car had a 10-minute limit. So part of what I was talking about, resetting your computer, got cut off. And there are plenty of videos on eBay on how to reset the car's computer, or it's your also known as your PCM or your ECU, some people call it. I'll just call it the car's computer. Cause common complaints on Mustangs that have quite a few miles on them. This is a 2007 Mustang GT. A complaint is on the automatic transmission models, the car doesn't seem to want to downshift when you really romp on the throttle, or even giving it half throttle. An automatic transmission should want to shift down into what we old schoolers would call the passing gear. And I noticed it on this car too. It just seemed to be hesitant to want to go into the lower gear when you're trying to really pick up speed and go around somebody or just get some better acceleration. It seemed hesitant on wanting to do that. So resetting my PCM definitely resolved the transmission shifting points, which is you can, if you just Google or YouTube resetting your PCM videos, there's especially one guy who's a really good Ford technician, and he discusses it in detail on what it can do for you. But yeah, you should reset your PCM if you change or update or service anything relating to the intake system. So if you install a new air intake, or if you do a nice throttle body cleaning, which I highly recommend, or if you give the car a tune-up, anything relating to intake or exhaust. If you do any major maintenance or changes or updates or mods or whatever, you should then reset your computer on your car so that it can now recalibrate the computerized system. This has basically a computerized throttle body linkage instead of just cable actuated. It is what's called throttle by wire. It's electronic. And of course, relating to sensors and things scattered throughout the whole system. So if you reset your computer, which entails nothing more than disconnecting your negative battery cable, set it aside, of course. One guy's good recommendation was to put a cloth over the post of the negative post of the battery, so that it may not accidentally touch the cable, because what you're about to do sounds a little bit ridiculous, but it is totally correct and works perfectly. With your battery cable removed, sitting over here, you'll take a jumper wire, just a basic alligator clip jumper wire, or you can create one yourself or whatever. But most backyard mechanics have something like this in their electrical toolbox or their electrical supplies or whatever. I know I have a whole slew of them, but just something very simple. And with the disconnected battery, negative battery cable, which will be sitting over here, you will then clip your alligator clip to it, and then with the other end of the cable, here's the ridiculous sounding part, but it is completely correct. You will then connect that to the positive, whatever you want to put it on. I put it on this little guy right here. So make sure that, of course, the negative cable is removed, sitting off to the side when you do this. And in a matter of just a few minutes, your car's computer will be reset. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I've done it numerous times, and it works every single time. So after, maybe 5 or 10 minutes of doing that, You'll then remove what you've done and put the negative battery cable back on. Then you'll take your ignition key, and inside the car you will turn the key to the on position without cranking the car. Let it sit, for 10 seconds, 30 seconds. Just let the car sit like that, because it'll help the computer learn the closed position of your throttle body and your butterflies in there. Then make sure your air conditioning is turned off in the car. Make sure anything that draws extra power is turned off in the car. And then crank the car. Just let it sit and idle. Maybe for, they say between 1 and 5 minutes. I know that's kind of vague, but just let the car sit and idle for a few minutes. You'll notice that it runs a little bit rough at first. Totally normal, because everything is being recalibrated as far as intake, throttle body, intake manifold system, even exhaust. If you install a new exhaust system, you should do this resetting of your PCM as well. So anyway, you will just let the car idle for a few minutes. It will smooth out and start to sound really good. That's as long as nothing else is wrong with your car. And then just go for a regular test drive. Don't do anything crazy or aggressive as far as trying to romp on it or anything like that. Just go drive the car softly and normally, so to speak. And you'll notice the more miles you go, and this may take 1/8 of a tank of gas, maybe even 1/4 of a tank of gas of driving, the car will start to shift smoother. It will sound better. It will accelerate better. I know mine did. And I don't believe it was a placebo effect, because I did it several times for various services I did to this car. And every time it just resolved itself, basically. These cars are quite intelligent with all their computer systems and their fuel management, air management, all that stuff. So if you just reset that PCM, you'll be surprised of what it does to improve the transmission shifting. It just helps. I mean, that's all I can say about it. So if you're having complaints of your transmission just not wanting to downshift properly, when you're trying to romp on the throttle and get the car up and going really quickly, if the car just doesn't want to downshift, or it doesn't seem to hold its gear long enough with the automatic transmission, as long as there's nothing else wrong with your car, of course, resetting the car's computer can definitely help the situation. And I was skeptical as could be at first, and it definitely helped. So there you go. Yeah, this part of the video got cut off on the comments I was making on various things I've done to this car. So just wanted to update on that. Subscribe to my page. I'm always adding stuff relating to this car that I have now, to motorcycles, to Harleys, to dirt bikes, lawnmowers. I'm always fiddling with something. So feel free to subscribe to my page, and maybe you'll be entertained or even educated or even helped on problems you might be having with your vehicles. Appreciate it. See y'all.